Hi everyone, my name is Gautam Gupta and I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Universal Fundamentals. In this video, I will be talking about the upcoming transits for the remainder of this year, 2022, and how this will affect the world. Now, specifically, I will be talking about Saturn turning direct at 24 degrees of Capricorn, which will be on October 24th of this year. And then Mars will be turning retrograde at 1 degree of Gemini on October 30th. And then Jupiter is going to be turning direct at 4 degrees of Pisces on November 23rd, 2022. But before I begin talking about these things, I do want to invite everyone to please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com, or you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter and you will get it delivered straight to your email address. You will also learn more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer. And if you happen to find this video helpful and useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm, which will allow other users like you to locate this video. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to hit that bell notification icon so you do not miss out on any of these similar YouTube videos that I will be uploading in the future. I also want to let everyone know that I do practice sidereal Vedic astrology and not Western tropical astrology. So with that being said, let's begin with talking about the important transits that are coming up at the end of 2022. So we have a lot of planetary movements going on between now and the end of this year. And to begin with, transiting Saturn is finally going to turn direct at 24 degrees of Capricorn. So whenever a planet is turning either from direct to retrograde or retrograde to direct, that planet in transit becomes extremely powerful. And this is because the planet stands still at that degree marking for about 1 to 2 months. So if you happen to have a planet at around 24 degrees of Pisces and or a cardinal sign, and a cardinal sign, there are Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn, then this is going to be a time of delays, setbacks, and frustrations, depending on what houses those zodiac signs and planets rule. And this is because Saturn's full aspects from Capricorn are Pisces, Cancer, and Libra. Now, a little bit of a tidbit, Aries does receive a 75% aspect from Saturn in Capricorn. So if your plans aren't going the way you want them to, just sit back and relax during this time. This is not the time to be aggressively moving forward, as you may keep hitting roadblocks in what you're trying to accomplish. I would wait until the end of this year when transiting Saturn is far away from that 24-degree marking in Capricorn, or early next year when transiting Saturn finally enters Aquarius before moving forward. Now, one thing that I would like to mention about Saturn in Capricorn is that this mainly deals with government and business affairs around the world. And this is because Capricorn is the natural 10th zodiac sign, and the 10th house deals with governments, social standing, as well as our career and purpose. This is going to be the time where major transformation and change happens with worldwide governments. And ultimately, this will bring out a huge clearing to the world as well as our personal lives. We will start getting closure from the things that have happened in our past, and this will ultimately restore our faith and trust again. And ultimately, this will open up a whole new, better world for everybody. Now, the main reason why there is going to be a major clearing regarding governmental affairs and the stuff from our own personal past is because of two reasons. First, transiting Saturn in Capricorn has been squaring transiting Uranus in Aries at 24 degrees. So whenever Saturn and Uranus square each other, there has always been a huge breakdown and transformation regarding government and world affairs. And these transformations, while difficult, has always emerged into something new and something better. Now, second, as soon as transiting Saturn turns direct at 24 degrees of Capricorn, we will be having a solar eclipse on October 25th, which will be at 8 degrees of Libra. And at this time, transiting Rahu will be at 19 degrees of Aries, while transiting Ketu will be at 19 degrees of Libra. And as a result, transiting Saturn, 24 degrees of Capricorn, will be at the midpoint of Rahu and Ketu. So this is kind of indicating something very karmic about governmental affairs that'll most definitely be revealed and resolved so the world can move to a much better place when transiting Saturn enters Aquarius next year, which is on January 17th of 2023. And one more thing I want to mention to you all is that whenever we have eclipses, things from the past are always revealed to us that we didn't know beforehand. And this will give us an opportunity to look within and heal any unresolved issues so we can move forward to a better future once this eclipse energy passes. Now, another important transit that is coming up at the end of October 2022 is that transiting Mars will station to go retrograde 1 degree of Gemini, and it will remain retrograde until January 13th of next year, 13 degrees of Taurus. So while the truth about governments and things from the past are being revealed, this is not going to sit well with the majority of the people, especially if you are personally being affected by this Mars retrograde transit. Now, if you have a planet at 1 degree of Capricorn and or any mutable sign, and by mutable signs, I mean Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, then you are going to be personally affected by this Mars retrograde transit. And this is because Mars in Gemini directly aspects Virgo, Sagittarius, and Capricorn with its full fourth, seventh, and eighth aspect, respectively. And in addition, Pisces does receive 75% of Mars's aspect from Gemini. So, this is not going to be the best time to take any actions because this is something you might regret later if you end up doing so. It is best to wait this out until transiting Mars is no longer affecting any of your personal planets. Now, from a mundane and worldly standpoint, Mars in Gemini is going to trigger some communication issues. So it is very important to think about what you want to say, and more importantly, how you want to say things to get your point across. Because there is a lot of frustration going on, you may say things you didn't mean, and this will ultimately not turn out in your favor. So, in general, please be careful with the way you are communicating, especially when Mars turns retrograde in Gemini. Now, when Mars retrogrades back into Taurus, things related to the economy as well as finances will definitely resurface, and we are going to have to look for ways to address these issues. One very important thing I want to mention is that the last time Mars was retrograde in Taurus was during the 2008 recession. And this was the time we had a great financial and real estate crisis, especially if you were living in the US. So, when Mars retrogrades back into Taurus again, which will be on November 14th of 2022, we could see similar issues arise regarding the economy and real estate. So the good news is that if you have been wanting to invest in the stock market or in real estate, then the end of this year is going to be a great opportunity to do so. Just make sure you can afford to do so and that you're not getting into debt or some sort of trouble while you're investing. Now, when we get to Thanksgiving of 2022, I do see a major positive transit happening. And this is going to be when transiting Jupiter finally station to turn direct at 4 degrees of Pisces. And whenever transiting Jupiter stations to turn either retrograde or direct, the effects are 10 times more powerful. And usually something very positive happens, and this is especially true if you have a natal planet conjunct the degree transiting Jupiter stations to turn either retrograde or direct. So in this case, If you happen to have a planet at around 4 degrees of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Virgo, then you will be in great luck at the end of this year. And there's usually great luck and fortune involved, and there will also be a big opportunity for expansion regarding the house and planet Jupiter ends up stationing in. So, once again, if you happen to have a planet with that 4-degree marking of any water sign and or Virgo, then make sure to take advantage of any positive opportunities that come your way. And more importantly, Jupiter stationing in the sign of Pisces will uncover a lot of truths that have not yet been revealed. And this is because Jupiter is the natural indicator of truth, wisdom, and spirituality. And the good news is that this revelation will be a very nice and healing experience for you. And this will be an excellent time to move forward and make great progress in your life. And overall, you are going to be feeling very optimistic and happy with the way things are moving forward in your life. Now, one more thing I want to mention, because Jupiter is stationing to go direct in Pisces, which is a water sign, expect to see some major floods and storms throughout the world. There will be some intensity with weather, so just be on the lookout for that. So, this is what I wanted to cover regarding what's going to be happening transit-wise for the end of 2022. I hope you guys got something out of this. Once again, if you found this video to be helpful and useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm so this video can reach a vast audience. And also, if you're new to my channel and would like to see similar videos like this in the future, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell notification. And lastly, if you would like to know more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer, then please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.